Okay, 7M1. Determine whether each rate of change is constant. If it is, find the rate of change with the label. So this is example 1. You can see the directions on the screen. So you got, just make your tables like that on your paper. So time is in minutes, then distance is measured in miles. You can just put minutes and miles is good enough. You really don't need to write time and distance. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So with 1 minute, we went 6 miles. After 2 minutes, we were at 12. After 3, we're at 15, and then 21. This is how you do this, okay? You did something like it earlier, but this is a little bit different. You start over here, okay? That is your, by the way, this is your X, this is your Y. You start with your Y's, okay? 21 minus 15 is 6, you're minusing them. Now over here you take 4 minus 3, that's 1. Then you put the Y over the X, it's got to be Y over X, and it'd be 6 miles, 1 minute. Okay. Then I take 15 minus 12, that'd be 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. So that'd be 3 over 1 miles, minutes. Remember, it's always the Y over the X. That's how a ratio is performed. Okay, then 12 minus 6 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. So that'd be 6 miles, 1 minute. Okay, now you're going to divide those. 6 divided by 1 is 6. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 6 divided by 1 is 6. They weren't all the same, okay? So you write not constant, and that's the answer. Okay, example 2. You got pencils and cost. You can put a $ for cost. So 1, 4, 7, 12, and then 25 cents for 1 pencil. If you buy 7 of them, that's $1. Or 4 of them is $1. 7 of them is $1.75. If you buy 12 of them, it costs 3. Okay, remember this is X, this is Y. So I find my first rate of change. 3 minus $1.75. That's $1.25, 1.25. So you watch. But don't just keep going and doing it. You got to then go to your ratio. So it's $1.25. 12 minus 5, 7 is 5. So it's going to be 5 pencils. Okay, then I take $1.75 minus $1. That's going to be 75 cents. So 75 cents. And under it, I take 7 minus 4. That's 3. 3 pencils. Okay, then finally I take $1 minus 25 cents. That's going to be, again, 0.75. Put the label with it. And then 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 pencils. Now divide those. $1.25 divided by 5 is 0.25. 75 cents divided by 3 is 0.25, and that's going to be the same. So this time it is constant. Now when it's constant, you need to put something else with it, okay? You put, if it's constant, you put equals 0.25. Now this is how this is labeled. You make a little ratio line, and you put dollars on top, and then pencil on bottom, but don't put the S. It means it's 25 cents per pencil. That means that's your rate of change. Okay, next one. We have minutes and feet. So minutes, 0, this is example 3. 0, 2, 5, 12. Then feet, 30,000, 29,000, 27,500, 24,000. So I make my first ratio line, okay? This is X, this is Y. The Y goes on top, so feet, minutes. Okay, so 24,000 minus 27,500, negative 3,500. because it went down 3,500 feet. 12 minus 5 is 7, okay? So 7 minutes. Next one. 27,500 minus 29,000. That's negative 1,500, so feet minutes. So negative 1,500 feet. Then 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 minutes. Then the last one. 29,000 minus 30,000. Negative 1,000, okay? 2 minus 0 is 2. So negative 1,000 feet, 2 minutes. Now you divide all those. Those are your rates, okay? See if they're all the same. Negative 3,500 divided by 7, negative 500. Negative 1,500 divided by 3, negative 500. So far, so good. Negative 1,000 divided by 2, negative 500. So it's constant, and then if it's constant, you put equals negative 500, and you put feet, minute. Just put the labels. Means it is constant. It means it's going down 500 feet every single minute. Okay, next problem, you're going to need a graph paper that Miss Shea sent you. And you're going to do what's called finding the slope of the line. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the document, I put a multiplication table. Okay. So you can use it. You need to use it because we're going to have to reduce the slopes when we can. When we can. Big emphasis on when we can. Okay. Okay, a slope is defined by the term rise over run. Okay. You have 2 points on this graph. The first point, okay, here, whatever point is furthest this way to the left, that's point number 1, okay? And that's point number 2. Start at point number 1. You would have to go up. So you go up, you count by positive. Positive 1, 2, 3. So that's your rise, okay? Positive 3. Then the run, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3 over 4. Now, take the fraction 3/4. Look at your multiplication table. Can you reduce that? Well, we can't because the only row 3 and 4 are in is the first row. And that means I could only divide them both by 1, but that would still stay 3 over 4. So that's your slope. Okay, next one. Rise over run. This is point 1, this is point 2. Okay, point 1's got to be furthest to the left. This is left, this is right. So the further one to the left, that's point 1. Start at point 1. You'd have to go down, so we're counting by negatives. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Stop when you're straight across. So your rise is negative 5. Your run, 1, 2. Don't just divide them, okay? You don't divide them. You reduce it. So 5 and 2. The only row 5 and 2 are in is the first row, which means basically it's already simplified. Now if they would both be in the second row, I would divide each one by 2. Okay? Okay, next one. Rise over run. Okay. So this is point 1, this is point 2. I'd have to go up 1, 2. So your rise is positive 2. Your run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 2 and 5 only appear together in the first row, so divided by 1 doesn't do any good. It's still 2/5. Okay, last one. Rise over run. Point 1, point 2. Okay, you'd have to go down first. 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -4. So -4 is my rise. If you're going down, you count by negatives. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4 and 5, those are only in the first row. So divide by 1 would still stay the same.